This season, the Southern League Premier Division Central promises to be one of the most competitive leagues in the country. So much so that I'm going to be visiting all 22 grounds in the division and ranking them 1 to 22 based on a number of factors, which I'll explain further at the end of this video. I'm going to see if I can get an interview with all 22 managers as well while I'm at it. Originally, this series was meant to begin with Halesoe in town on August bank holiday, but as we cut our Scottish Highland trip short, I was left with a couple of extra evenings free. And with the Stotto Stadium set to host its first ever game at Step 3 of the non-league pyramid, there was nowhere else I'd rather be. Quorn Football Club have featured on this channel a couple of times. The first was their crushing 6-0 win over Bedworth United towards the end of last season, and the second was the behind the scenes episode I recorded with them. This football club have treated me so well in the short time I've known them, so it's always a fantastic experience going back there. Quorn won the Northern Premier League Midlands Division by a massive 18 points last season, losing just one game and racking up 103 points in the process. They're competing in Step 3 of the non-league pyramid for the first time ever, and they got off to the best possible start on Saturday when a stoppage time goal gave them all 3 points at Worcester City. Their opponents, Stourbridge, finished 9th in the Southern League Premier Central last season, and they're always one of the strongest sides in the division. They began their 2025-26 campaign with a 2-0 win over league newcomers Bury Town in their opening game, so both teams go into this one looking strong. I caught up with both managers ahead of kick-off, as well as Quorn General Manager Liam Turner. So I'm here with Ryan Bessick, player manager of Quorn, ahead of their first ever home game at Step 3 of the non-league pyramid, and off the back of a brilliant win away to Worcester City. What are your thoughts on that opening day win, Ryan?
Yeah, it was a good game. It was a unbelievable stadium that they've got there. They've just moved from a really bad place to an unbelievable. I think they can host 15, 20,000 there. It was a proper good setup, and it was amazing for the boys to go there and do what we did, because we put on a performance and we showed everyone what we're about, and we aren't just here to be the whipping boys. And tonight is another tough test. Like, you look at the opening games, you look at Worcester, massive club; Stourbridge, massive club at this level; Stratford are always in and around the playoffs, and they're our first three. So tonight will be good fun. Obviously, it's 400 degrees tonight, so it's going to be a bit of a war of attrition, I think.
And how are you feeling ahead of this one? Obviously, you mentioned that Stourbridge are a big club. Particularly, it's a massive step up from last season. So how are you feeling ahead of this game?
Excited. We don't really fear anyone in the league, even though we probably should. We're excited to pit our wits against them, and the better players, the better managers, the better backing of fans, and everything that comes with playing at Step 3. We want to put ourselves against them, and we deserve to put ourselves against them after what we did last season. So it'll be an interesting night. We've no idea how it's going to go. Obviously, we'd hope for a win, but you never know, and we know that we're up against it pretty much every week.
And how confident are you ahead of this season? Obviously, we said before, it's a massive step up. What does a successful season look like for Quorn?
Staying up, finishing. I think there's 4 go down, so 5th bottom.
Bottom.
Yeah, whether it's goal difference or whatever, it's going to be a long old stint to get there, but hopefully we can keep our heads above water for as long as possible. At the minute, we're joint top, so we're not doing too bad, so it's not a bad start.
End the season now. And what's the atmosphere been at the club since that opening day win? There always seems to be a bit of a buzz around this place.
Yeah, it's good. Everyone's excited. Everyone's looking forward to it, and I do think it helps that we've started with a win, because we're not really used to losing. We didn't lose many games last season, and as a group, we've not lost many together, and we have got a bit of momentum that we're hopefully is going to see us through for as long as possible before we are going to hit a sticky patch. But it's nice. The boys are excited to come in. They love being around each other. Like, we're here early, and half the lads are already here. So it's it's good. They like it here, and I think they're all excited to show what we can do at this level.
Well, thanks for coming on again, Ryan, and good luck today.
Thank you very much.
I'm joined with Daryl, manager of Stourbridge. So just tell me a bit about your career so far. Obviously, you've just joined Stourbridge from Bromsgrove Sporting.
I had a really good last season. I joined Scotty at Bromsgrove, and it allowed me to stay around the level. So I'm really grateful. Met some really nice people at Bromsgrove as well, and it's a really, really good club that I've got fond in my heart now. So I really hope they do well as well, and I'm sure they will. So last year I was there, and now this year taking over at Stourbridge.
And how difficult was it to leave, Scott, at Bromsgrove Sporting?
It was really sudden as well, because one minute we was meeting players and I was talking to them to sign for Bromsgrove, and then the next minute I'm trying to sign players for Stourbridge. It was really weird, and it was like literally within a 2-day period.
And how have you gotten so far? Obviously, you started the season with a 2-0 win over Bury Town, quite commanding win as well from what I've heard. Give us your thoughts on that game.
Yeah, but to be fair, like I've said to people before, Bez and Bez as well. Same with Quorn. Bury were a very good team. They've just come up from step 4. They had the momentum. They're a very well organised team. It was a tough game, and I'm sure that they'll do well this season. And I'm sure Quorn will be exactly the same kind of test tonight as well.
And what's like a successful season for Stourbridge this season? Obviously, we were mid-table last season.
I think if we can just do better than what we did last year, then I think that's classed as a successful season for us. Obviously, we've got our own standards and we want to try and be as high as we can, and we will be trying to do that. But we'll take it game by game and we'll see where we're at come the last 10 games of the season.
What are your thoughts on this club, on the setup they've got here? Obviously, Quorn have just come up from step 4 themselves.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Like you see, like they've got the youth teams training on it before, so they've got the good infrastructure with the young boys playing as well and coming through the junior section. And to be fair, the setup's amazing, isn't it? For a step 3 club, the pitch looks really nice. Yeah, so
yeah,
top draw.
Thanks for coming on, and all the best today.
Cheers, thank you.
Cheers. I'm joined with Liam, the general manager of Quorn Football Club. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
So it was a brilliant start for Quorn for life at step 3 of the non-league pyramid with a great win at Worcester City. Give us your thoughts on that opening day win.
Yeah, it was just great to get off the board straight away. I wasn't able to go to the match, but I watched it on the VO live feed, and first half it looked like we really dominated. Could have maybe gone ahead, hit the post a couple of times at the bar. Second half, they obviously grew into it because obviously a good, decent team. But yeah, I think overall, I think we deserved the win, and yeah, clean sheet, 3 points. Can't ask for anything more.
And obviously, you've been at the club for quite some time. Yep. How long has it been exactly since you joined?
I've lost count. I'm 40 now, and I joined when I was 16.
And Quorn must have been step 5 when you joined.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Did you think
Midland Football Alliance, the old Football Alliance?
Yeah, I remember Hereford coming here.
Yeah.
Did you think you'd ever see Quorn at this level of the pyramid? You're about to go into the first game at step 3 against a club the size of Stourbridge.
You always like to think that you would. With the facilities we had, my granddad is the chairman. Whenever he built something, he's always like, "We'll get the off the pitch sorted first, and then deal about the on pitch later." So that's why we've got the seated stand, this stand, the extended clubhouse, the 2 turnstiles, because he had a vision that we would get to this stage, and if we did, then we wouldn't have anything to do. And now we've only got a little bit to do to improve the ground to get to step 3. So that's all down to him. So yeah, you'd like to think that he had a nice vision, and I've just brought into it as well. So,
and I think I've seen a lot of predictions at this level for this league that send you straight back down.
Oh.
And I think from what I've heard, I think going into the season as underdogs is probably going to sort of play into your hands a little bit, to be underestimated. What are your thoughts on?
Yeah, play into our hands perfectly. Yeah, we prided ourselves last season on defensively with all the clean sheets that we got. So if we can get half of that again this year, I think we'll be fine.
And that brings me to my next question. What would a successful season look like?
For me, I'll be happy with 17th, 18th, and a half decent cup run in the trophy or the FA Cup. That would
brilliant. Thanks for your time. Thanks for coming on, and good luck today.
Thanks for coming down.
I've been impressed with the Stotto Stadium since my first visit. It's not the biggest ground in the league by a long shot, and it certainly won't see the highest attendances, but there's something really special about this place. But where will I be ranking this stadium amongst the other 21? Well, I'll be grading these stadiums on the atmosphere, facilities, playing surface, and a number of other things, which I'll be revealing right at the end of this video. So out came the 2 teams with Quorn in red and Stourbridge in grey.
Quorn in red, Stourbridge in grey.
I always add that bit in voiceover after.
Good man, how are you? Right, Quorn's getting the off we go. Here comes Starbridge, gone for goal. And then Batman's out, going away.
And it was a nervy start for the home side, with the visitors starting strongly.
Get outside! Oh! Ross. Oh! No. Pace on him here, has he? It goes. Really dealt with. Oh.
And Stourbridge did have the ball in the net through Tyrone Barnett, but he was judged to have fouled Luke Cox in the process. I think Quorn got away with one there. I'd ask what you thought, but my filming wasn't the greatest here.
Look at this here, header! Quorn now. Shot.
Save that. Yeah. Really humble as well.
Corner goes in. It's over the keeper. It's going to be another corner. That's a good header, that is. Got a man over here. He's just about found him. Played a cross.
But after that early scare, Quorn settled into the game, and midway through the first half,
Win for Quorn, it is! And it's Quorn who take the lead. All over the top, really taking that first He's going to get there. No keeper's there. Here comes again. Oh, what a save! Quorn close to a second there.
with Quorn 1-0 up, there was drama late on in the first half. An altercation between Stourbridge's Ethan Fremantle and Quorn assistant manager Sean Wilkes saw a red card for Wilkes and a yellow for Fremantle.
Booking probably.
The assistant manager. Red card for him. Damage here for number 9. Nothing. There's a red card, but Quorn knocked down to 10 men. That's Stour.
He's getting a yellow, isn't he?
Quite catch all of it. Looks like must have been violent conduct in there. So.
This game had started to turn a bit feisty, and I'm not sure the referee had the best control over it. The fans certainly didn't think so.
Throwing those into the box. Throw it down, he'll shoot. Half time.
Half-time, Quorn 1, Stourbridge 0, in a frantic game of football where Stourbridge dominated the opening 15 minutes or so, only for Quorn to come alive after that. What a great first half that was.
Corner comes in, headed away. Back out there. Back in it goes. Oh! Only just cleared. Ooh.
Heard that.
Cross. Oh! On break.
Go on, go on.
Throwing it. Gonna go, he's alone, is he? He'll shoot. Keeper's got it. Got space. It's a good good save, rebound! Keeper's there again and again! He's missed! Oh, beautiful!
Go on.
They do something with it about it. Oh. That's him, that's why he's not done it.
Yeah.
To the box it goes, headed it. Oh, just over. He's got a chance. Oh, it's soft. Very soft. Oh. Chance for Quorn is the moment. No. The 18 he's still. Corner goes in. Headed down. Flicked across. Keeper's got it. There comes Quorn. Into the box. It's, oh, nearly spun in, I think.
I voice over mine, which...
Header! Keepers. Yeah, diabolic.
Oh,
Oh, not quite the pass. And it's... Oh! Somehow stayed out.
go on. Go on.
1-2 there.
Go on.
Can he beat his man?
With Quorn on top in the second half, they looked like they were going to double the advantage, but after failing to convert a number of chances, they were punished.
In you go. It's... Oh, they've got it. The keeper parried the header. And it's 1-1. 87 minutes. Can they find a late winner here? It goes. It's cleared. He's going to blow. He has. It's 1-1 to Quorn. Sorry. Quorn 1, Starbridge 1. Don't know why I said that.
Final score, Quorn 1, Stourbridge 1, in a game that was entertaining to watch, but the home side will probably feel like they've dropped 2 points rather than gained 1.
So I got Jake Topless with me after we've just watched Quorn draw 1-1 with Stourbridge. What are your thoughts on that game, Jake?
Good game, very entertaining for only 2 goals. Second half, I think Quorn were disappointed they've not finished that off, really. Early on the second half, chance just over there where he's made 2 saves, played it across goal, just inside 6-yard box, they've put it wide, everyone had their hands on their heads. It's like, you've got to score those chances in this league if you want to stay in this league. But after the way that they've played, very, very spirited. After Starbridge came straight out of the blocks in that first half, front could have been 2 or 3-0 up. So they rode the luck. They did have chances Starbridge in the second half, but I think they'll be disappointed with the goal that they've conceded. And I think the keeper there putting his hand up like that, I think he knows he should be doing better.
And I think at the start of the game, I think Quorn would probably have been happy with a point. What's your take on that?
Yeah, maybe. But like you said to me on mine, you know, they'll take points off the teams here.
Yeah, I think they will. I think they are going to be very difficult to beat.
Yeah.
They're going to make this a bit of a fortress.
Yeah.
And what are your thoughts on the club and the facilities here?
Very welcoming from what we've had when we got here this evening. So can I thank the club for the hospitality. And like I say, it's very refreshing to see them progress the way they have. I mean, you know, to step forward, to have over 100 points and lose once is fantastic. So good luck to them this season.
Brilliant. Thanks for coming on, Jake.
Thank you, mate. Cheers.
I'm here with Quorn player manager Ryan Bessick after they've just drawn 1-1 with Stourbridge. What are your thoughts on that performance, Ryan?
Take a point in the end. I'd have snapped your hand off before the game for a 1-1 draw against. I'd take your point off. Snap your hand off for a draw against anyone in this league. So, on the balance of play, I think we would probably could have been 2 or 3 up. We've had some real good chances that we've not taken, but you don't kill teams off in this league. You're going to pay, and that's the huge difference. I've just said that to them in there. We had a lot of 1-0 wins and 2-0 wins last year. Where we've missed 5-6 chances and got away with it. Whereas step 3 is another ball game. They will throw the kitchen sink at you, and eventually something will fall for them in the box and they'll pounce. And that's what's happened. And full credit to them for keeping going. But yeah, it is what it is. We move on to Saturday.
And I think Stourbridge came out really quick. I think the first 10-15 minutes, it looked like this was going to be a really difficult game for you.
Yeah, first 10 they stuck it on us, and I knew they would. Obviously, I know Knightsy well, and you spoke to Knightsy as well. But they come at us, and I knew they would, and then we weathered that, and we were the better team from then on for that half, and went in one. We've had some keepers made some good saves. To be fair to him, I don't know where they found him. He's told me that they had no keeper this morning, and then suddenly they've got bloody Manuel Neuer in goal, pulling off Weldy. So he's done well, and a bit of him doing well and us not being great in the final third. But yeah, it was probably an okay game to watch on the whole, I'd imagine.
Really good, really entertaining game to watch. I really think, yeah, like you say, it could have been 2 or 3-0 before they equalised. So does it feel like 2 points dropped at the end, or are you still kind of taking away the 1 point?
Yeah, it does because of the timing and stuff. But I just think you leave yourself open to that if you're going to create chances and not put teams away. In 88 minutes, they got a long throw in, and I don't know how many we had to defend. We kept giving them opportunities to put the ball in the box from set pieces and long throws, and that's where we've got to be better in managing that side of the game, because a lot of teams are big. I said that in the off season. We're coming up against a lot bigger men in this league. I think that's the difference. Nobody's really got that size of man in step 4 where they've got 11 players that are huge, and a lot of teams are like that in this league, and they'll stick it on you and keep going and going and going. And full credit to them, full credit to Knightsy. I'm proud of him. The only problem I got with Knightsy is that he hung his boots up too early, because he should still be playing. And but that is what it is. He's a great lad, and they'll be up there this season. I'm no doubt about it, because they do the basics really well. But yeah, on my wedding night, I got sick and went to bed at 10 p.m. So that's not a great story for him.
So you've played 2 games at Step 3. You've taken on Worcester City, historically massive club.
Yeah.
Stourbridge, much bigger club than little village Quorn, and you've got 4 points.
I know, like, you look at it on paper, and even like I said to you earlier, that we've got Stratford on Saturday, and they've been in and around the players for the last couple of years, and you look at it in the pre-season and go, that's a start and a half, innit? And we have shown ourselves in large parts of our games. We went off it a bit second half today, but we still created good chances. But we've stood up to the test, and that's what I'm proud of with the boys, that we've made one mistake in 180, well, probably 200 minutes, including added time in 2 games, and we've got 4 points. But yeah, we take it and move on. I'm sure at some point this season we'll capitalise on it. Well, we did on Saturday, to be fair. We capitalised on errors. So it does swing and roundabouts, and proud of the boys and proud of how they approached the game. I'm proud of how they've approached this week as a whole, because it's tough. First weeks of the season are always tough, and 2 tough games where they were long and late goals in both of them, and we've had to dig in and keep going and going. And yeah, it's a long old season, and we knew that in July that it's going to be a long slog, and hopefully we can get some bodies back and out and whatever, because you need a massive squad at this level, and that's what is so hard about the level, that you have hard game after hard game after hard game. And last year we didn't use that many people because we were good and we didn't really need to, and we finished most games off quite early, and now we know we're going to use a lot of players this season.
Thanks for your time, Ryan, and all the best for the rest of the season.
No problem.
I'm here with Club Secretary Adam Etheridge after we've just watched Quorn draw with Stourbridge. What are your thoughts on that game, Adam?
I think we had chances to win that game, John, and I think the longer it went on and the longer we didn't get that second goal, the more you thought we're going to get punished here, because that's what's going to happen at Step 3. You know, we were getting away with things like that last year at Step 4, but teams like Stourbridge are not going to let you get away with that at this level. So I feel as though it was 2 points dropped tonight. But I mean, they're a good side, so if you'd offered me a point before the game, I probably would have taken it, in all honesty. So can't be too unhappy about 4 points through 2 games.
It's a pretty good start, and you're still unbeaten. When was the last time you lost a league game?
Don't want to talk about it. January the 4th. So yeah, that was at home. Away from home, April 2024. That's not bad going.
That is an impressive run. So yeah, like I said, I was gonna ask, would you have taken a draw at the start? I think you've answered that question for me already.
Yeah, I think I would like to have. I mean, with best will in the world, if everything had been perfect, I'd love to have had 7 points through the first 3 games. That's still achievable, but I think maybe 7 points through 3 games was maybe wishful thinking anyway. Because it's going to be really tough. It's going to be a very, very long season. We're going to have some very, very physical games. I think, you've seen that our fitness levels are very good, but it's a punishing level of football. It's very, very physical, and we've already picked up quite a few knocks through the first 2 games. So yeah, it's going to be hard. It's I think a war of attrition, as a lot of people would say. So yeah, sorry, that was a very long-winded way of saying, yeah, I'm happy with 4 points after 2 games.
That's okay, that's all right. And obviously you've got some very big teams in this league. You've got the likes of Halesoe in town, Harbour Town, Starbridge, a pretty big side to have down here as well.
Well, you saw, I mean, they brought a lot of fans with them tonight. I thought their fans were great. They made a really good atmosphere for our first game in Step 3. So it was a great team to have here for that occasion. And I think the fans have conducted themselves excellently and made for a good evening. You know, and I'll remember this one for a while. Maybe not for the right reasons, but I'll remember it for a while.
Yeah. Well, thanks for your time, Adam, and thanks for coming on.
Always a pleasure, John. Thank you for coming.
Cheers.
So after that 1-1 draw, the two sides are level with 4 points each, and Starbridge's goal difference takes them 1 place above Quorn. But there's a long way to go yet. Quorn play bottom of the table Stratford Town on Saturday, while Starbridge travel to St Ives. Can either one of these teams make it into the playoffs this year? So a great watch all in all, and another fantastic experience at the Stotto Stadium, where Quorn displayed their incredible hospitality once more. But where does their matchday rank? Well, considering it's the first one of these I've done, they will be in first place, at least until August bank holiday, but let's see how I've scored them. The categories worth 5 points are atmosphere, playing surface, food, facilities, view and accessibility, with one final category which is worth 10 points, being the stadium and experience overall. So each club is going to be ranked out of 40. Let's start with the atmosphere then. Well, Adam said it was probably mostly down to the Starbridge fans, as Quorn being a village club is still yet to be properly discovered. But regardless of which set of fans created it, the atmosphere was still good on Tuesday. This is going to be so difficult for me as I love this football club, but I have to be realistic and say the atmosphere is going to be better at a lot of other grounds in the division. But based off last night purely, I'm giving them 2.5 out of 5. What about the playing surface? Well, I love Quorn's new 3G pitch, but I think it's only fair to rank an artificial playing surface somewhere in the middle. So by default, it's a 3 out of 5. This is a category that I've simply had to add due to my obsession with food, and both times I've been at Quorn, I've had their party food in the boardroom. They do have a good selection available inside the clubhouse, such as burgers and hot dogs, with the food definitely ranking in the above average range, so 3.5 out of 5. What about the facilities then? Well, remember the Stotto Stadium is under development currently, so this will improve over time, but the facilities here are great. They have a huge clubhouse with a bar serving drinks and a food kiosk next to it, which caters for a lot of people at once. There are plenty of tables in the clubhouse so you can grab a seat even when it's busy, and the toilets are always clean. You can tell just how well the Stotto Stadium is maintained, and I really like the facilities here, so I'm giving them a solid 4 out of 5. What's the view like? The Stotto Stadium has one covered stand and one covered terrace, with standing areas all around the ground. The view from the covered stands is decent, especially behind the goal, and you're really close to the pitch wherever you stand. I had a totally unobstructed view for the entire 90 minutes on Tuesday, so I can't complain at all. I do love a main stand that looks down onto the pitch, but I'm still giving the Stotto a 3 out of 5 for its view. Accessibility. Now, I'm not talking purely about disabled access, but I'm talking car parking and how easy this ground is to get to. Located in the village of Quorn, the Stotto Stadium is just off the main road on Farley Way and has plenty of parking on site, which makes the matchday experience a hell of a lot easier. The ground is wheelchair friendly with all areas easily accessible, so again I'm scoring them high on this chart, 4 out of 5. This last category ranks the stadium and matchday experience overall, and it's marked out of 10 points, so it's the most important category. Do Quorn look after you? Yes, better than most other clubs I've been to across the country. Is the matchday experience good? No, it's not good. It's excellent. And what do I think of the Stotto Stadium in general? Well, I love it. The Stotto is certainly a small ground for the level Quorn are playing at, but let's not forget this is a village club punching well above its weight. The stadium has plenty of character with its clubhouse extending across most of the length of the pitch. I'm doing my best to stay totally unbiased here, but Quorn really is one of the best matchday experiences you'll find in non-league football. So I'm giving them a 7 out of 10. So how does my first Southern League Premier Central ground rank overall? Very high actually. I did see a post on TikTok a while back which ranked Quorn 22nd out of 22 based on their ground, which is what prompted me to take on this challenge, and I genuinely think they will be in the top half. Quorn's total score is 27 out of 40, which for now puts them first out of 1. Have you been to the Stotto Stadium? Let me know in the comments. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and my next vlog comes from Hucknall Town's RM Stadium. Thanks for watching.
Shocking five! Tell you what, 4 or 5, the pair of you fucking You're shite!